Alright, so for today we're doing Jimmy. I wanted to do a different song, but it was a different, it was completely different. It was Third Eye, and I just wanted to see like if I could do Jimmy, because I haven't played Jimmy in a long time. So, and it was also requested. So, and it's easy, it's an easy song to play. So it shouldn't take a long time for us to go over it. So first of all, tone knob. Depends how you have your amp set up and how loud you're playing, but I like to turn it all the way off. So this is what it sounds like. So it's all the way off, and it sounds good. Some people like to turn it up a little bit more, but for the sake of this video, I am going to turn it up a little bit more, since it's going to be harder to hear a lot of the other like notes, some of the like the stuff that you hear in the background. So the riff starts at the 12th fret. You do a little pull off on the low D string. From the 12 to 3, 5, and then 1, and you kind of want to pull on them a little bit. That, when you go from to the first fret, you want to hit the 3rd fret on the A string, and then you hit open, and then the 2nd fret and 3rd fret of your G string, G and on your B. And when you do that, you want to activate the BF2 flanger, which I forgot for this song. You only use flanger. And you could use the EQ for some parts, but I like using the flanger for this part right here. So when he does, and now for that part, you want to use your volume pedal to kind of clean it up a little bit. And you're doing your 2nd fret on the G string, and then the 1st fret of the B. And then you want to do, again, 2nd fret of your G string, and then 3rd fret of your B. And you want to go back. And then you want to go to your D string. So that's 13, 10, 12. And then after that, it's 13, 15, 12. And then for this part, you want to go. I like doing that. Or you can also do. Or you can just play it down here. I play it down here, so I do. So it's like a little thing right here with the 10 and 12 fret. first fret and third fret of the D and A. And then for For this next part, there's a little thing. So he goes back between. But I'm actually getting it mixed up. So for the next part, he's doing. So that is on the A string. So it's kind of a variation of, but he's playing it on the A and the D and the G. So it's 3 open, 3 on the A and then open D, and then I'm sorry, 5 open and then 3 5. And again 1 3. That's the next part that I'm talking about. So it's 5 3 5 3 5. Once he starts ending the riff, you're palm muting it. You want to start letting it go, and then you do the pull off. But I like doing it up here for that because it sounds nice when you start opening up the riff a little bit more. So. Back to the intro, and then you do the he's doing 10 12 0 10 12. Full power chord at 12, and then here you might want to turn on your DD3 and your BF2. BF2 definitely turned on, but the DD3 that's optional. You can do it because when you bend it, you hear the notes kind of like go the half step up. So. Shut all your effects. So he's doing ending on 10. So now it goes 12, 7, 10, 8, 7, 5. So on 10, and then that's when you want to start doing the palm muting. So you're just hitting open and then 12th fret. Yes, I am using both dual rectifier and the Marshall. I moved my pedal board around a little bit right now, so you're gonna hear a lot of like ground noise. That's because I have to make sure all my pedals, all my cables are nicely, organized. I haven't gotten around to do that. I did it the other day, but since I moved some things around, it kind of sounds like shit a little bit. Let me read some of the comments because I did see someone send a big paragraph. All right, I'll look into that right now. And yes, I am recording on an iPhone. But anyway, back to the song. So this is when he starts doing the... So he's picking and open notes and then hitting the 12th fret. And then he goes back to... And then this is where the variation starts. So he's, instead of doing... He's doing the same, but with the low D on the 3rd fret. And then he goes back. And then on this part, it sounds like there's a wah because it has a lot of guitar tracks. It sounds like there's a wah doing. So it's going back and forth with the wah, and then at the very end, it's just like the intro, but it's just the 3. So this part, it was a little bit hard for me to remember how to play it, but I think I got it down now. So he's doing the 12th fret. So he's doing 12, 6, 3, 5. Now he's doing 12, 13, 10. And then this part, he is doing like the main riff, but he's playing it up here. So it's... Wait, I'm sorry. So there's a lot of open notes on this part. So he's hitting open D, and then the low D open. I've seen people play it this way, and I think this is what he's playing. So it's open D, and then you hit 10, 12, and then again open, and then 10 on the low D, and then. next transition, when he does the open D and D, you want to end it on the 6th fret. Back to 3, 8, and 10, and then back to the riff. So let me go over that ending part again, just so that you guys can see what I'm playing. And let me tune my guitar because it was so bad right now. Let's see what you guys are saying as well. So yeah, that's basically it for that riff. So 12. If you see the comment right now, Mikey was just talking about this right now. The tab for that. So it's 12, 6, 3, 5. For that, thank you, bro. I love you too. Yeah, he just basically tabbed it out right there. So. And then the next part is. So it's. Open D, 3, 5, 10, 1, 3, and then it ends on 6, 3, 10, and then the riff. You want to turn on the EQ with the flanger so it like feeds back out. But anyway, that's basically it with Jimmy. And then with that part of Jambi that you guys were talking about, you said at the very end, right? So the only time I've ever heard a pinch harmonic in Jambi live was when that. Or you're probably talking about the. Yeah, you can do the talk. So I used a carbon copy with the wah with a short delay, and then. That's how I play the Jambi solo. I don't think I'll ever get the talk box because I don't really play Jambi like that. I think I have covered it, but I don't. It's not one of the songs that I played often. If I were to redo another cover of a song, because right now I don't really want to do covers because I don't have the like the proper equipment, and also I don't know how to use any of like recording equipment or an interface or like miking up the cabs and stuff like that. But yeah, like I would much rather do like the tutorial videos that are a little bit more raw, because I feel like those are easier for me rather than to do a cover. And yeah, that's basically how I like what I'm thinking of doing with the channel, just doing more. So the climax part. Are you talking about the? Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, because I mean, I don't know, I haven't heard the concert, and then when I went to go see them, I don't think they played Jambi at all. So this was back in 2022. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Okay, so. I'll check it out. Send me a link here, and then I'll check it out. Um, the next one I might do, just because I haven't played this song in a while, is also this one. I'll give you guys a little tease. Yeah, I can do laterales next, actually. That one's fairly easy. There's not a lot of crazy stuff to it. The solo is fairly easy as well. It's very easy to hold a... can you show the behind the bridge? Yeah, I got you. I got you right now. Pretty new to the guitar, also okay, so if you want to get two pedals for now, okay, so the essential pedals are get a DD3 delay, get a BF2, and get a wah pedal. So it has to be a 535, one of the old 535s. You can get away with using a 535Q because he has done it live. But if you want to get the album sound or the live sound currently, get the BB535. That's what he's using. It doesn't matter what revision it is because people think it's a Rev 3, others think it's a Rev 2. I asked the tech, and he didn't even know there was revisions, and he said that Adam has a bunch of them. But it's always on the 4th position with the boost turned all the way on. And so yeah, BF2, DD3, and then the wah, and then the rest is just the EQ is just for feedback, and then you can get away with using the chorus and then the other like carbon copies and shit like that because you don't really need all of those. But the main pedals are the BF2, the essentials, BF2, DD3, EQ, and wah. I'm sorry, not EQ, just DD3, BF2, and then the wah. And then later you can get like the PSM5s with the tuner and stuff like that. But if you're on a budget, get any type of delay as long as you have the timing correct, and then get a BF2 for sure, and then try finding the wah because the wah is really, it's you've heard it and it's really good. It's a really good sound. All right, now for my boy Mike, he requested the third eye solo. So it's DD3, BF2. Yeah, I love that, especially in the album version. You just hear a bunch. Actually, in the album version, I think he's doing two wah, like ranges, like with the sweep. One of them sounds almost like it was like turned all the way down, and then the other one like how he regularly has it. Honestly, I do have the micro amp too. I don't notice too much unless I crank the shit out of it. Yeah, the micro amp is just for the like if you have all the pedals, it's just to because you get a little bit of signal loss. So the micro amp is always on, just so if you have a bunch of them and you have a PSM and when you switch between it, the volume stays the same. So that's basically the only thing. No, yeah, and for this one, it's fairly easy. It's also probably because the bridge, I have it, it's not all the way bolted down into the body of the guitar. It's kind of raised a little bit. And I did it for that reason, so I can play that third eye. Let's see what you guys are saying. Top chat. No, that comes like that, just like how Mikey said. Some of them come with Seymour Duncan, others don't come with the Seymour Duncan, like the logo, but it's an SH6 pickup. And this one is, I don't remember what this is. It just says AJ something in the inside of it, but it's Epiphone USA. It says Epiphone USA. But yeah, this is an SH6. I never really used the auto. I didn't even know Adam had an auto one. Someone did tell me that Justin was gifted one by Adam, but I didn't know Adam was using it before. I love how this went from a tutorial to just me jamming and talking to you guys. This is awesome. Yeah, dude, they do really. I do know he uses the Gaia tone, the whatever the wah, the one that Adam, the BR2 or something like that. I know that's the only thing he uses it for. Let's see. I mean, if you're still around, I'd love to see the reflection burst with the different delay setting. Yep. Okay. So I got. This is the DD3 that the delay. Well, I have the virus right here, but it's not plugged in. I don't have a speaker plugged into it yet. But I could do that later. I can definitely go live later and then show you guys what the virus does. But for right now, let's do the reflection part. So this is the regular DD3, just so then you guys can compare it. This is the one for reflection. Slightly faster, so this is both. So there is a slight difference. Just a second, let me turn down the level a little bit. It's a little too loud. Until the riff gets a little bit louder later in the song when he just does. Because he does this thing where a little pull off, but then that's only at the beginning. Gets loud. Uh, which part are you talking about? So, yeah, I am using the wah for that part. And then I cut it off at the. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying. I don't. It's not soundproofed at all. I need to soundproof it because I do have neighbors. They don't complain though, so that's the best thing. Because they when I first moved here, they saw me pull up with like the U-Haul, pulling all this shit out, and then they're like, "Oh, you're a musician," and I'm like, "Yes." They're like, "Oh, that's great," and but obviously my neighbors are Mexican, so they think I play Mexican music, like like genres that like they listen to. But I'm like, no, like I just play rock. Like it's not because they're like, oh, because we throw parties here if you want to play. But I don't think they're into this type of music. So, but other than that, I do want to soundproof because the ceiling, you can see it's hollow, and those are like the lights that I'm using. But yeah, I do want to soundproof the basement because it gets pretty fucking loud. Not just the dual rectifier with that cab, but the Marshall cab sounds pretty nice. How does that one go? Is it that one? Because I don't know how to play it. Crawl Away. How does that one go? That Swamps. Okay. Crawl Away. Is that? Oh no, wait, no. That's the one you don't like playing. Cold and Ugly. Never mind. Crawl Away. Is that? That's Jerk Off. I don't know how Crawl Away goes. Is that? Yeah, no, I don't know Crawl Away. Like I said, I don't know anything from Opiate or Undertow. It's hard for me to learn any of those songs. Let me tune my guitar. Also, I forgot to mention the delay that's used for reflection is also used for triad and disposition. And I think it's also used for, if I'm not mistaken, actually no, it's not. I was gonna say, I was thinking for intention, but no, that's a completely different delay. That's more kind of like what the carbon copy is set to. So. No, I do not. I'm in Chicago. And in Chicago, like actual Chicago, because There's a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm from Chicago, but then they live in like Naperville or Elgin or. But yeah, I'm in Chicago. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. The neck pickup exposed, and I'm planning on getting the black ones, and then this that's pretty much it. So hopefully this part wears down over time. The mirror is on the 79. I'm gonna get that eventually. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that use different types of delays. You can get away with almost any delay. I honestly don't hear a difference. Now he's using 2 carbon copies with 2 DD3s, and then on the rack unit in the back he has Providence, which they use for Numa because it's got 2 different settings. No, my frets are perfectly fine. I don't know if you guys remember that other Les Paul I had, the wine red one. I sold that because the frets were very sharp at around like this area right here. And then one of the inlays, I couldn't do bends because one of the inlays was popping out, so I had to sell that. I got a really good deal on it though, so it was not bad. I sold it for $800, and it's a studio, so I think it was fair for a studio. And it had stickers on the back, so they still accepted it that way. So I'm not mad at it. Let me check the time. Okay, we got plenty of time right now. Right now I'm using regular Slinkies. This did have the other ones, the heavy top skinny bottoms, or skinny bottoms heavy tops, whatever they're called. I had those, but I'm not using those right now. This is all I had at the moment, and I haven't ordered any new guitar strings. But it's fine. The only thing that sucks is that for certain songs, at least like Vicarious, when you're trying to it sounds kind of like very loose. feels almost like the string is getting sharper since it's a lot thinner. Yes, if you have the one that has the ring all around, like that's like the full burst that goes up here. Sometimes if you remove the pickups, they might be white, like zebra colored. Because I did have a couple friends that did have that Les Paul, the Epiphone Silver Burst. If it's one of the older ones, it's gonna be black. But there are some of the newer ones that have the black and the white. So you might have like the zebra thing on your, like the zebra look on it. But yes, you can do that. You just have to remove the pickup, and then there's a yeah, you just have to use a soldering iron and then get rid of that, and then you can pull them out. I did it the getaway. I grabbed some pliers and I just cut through the pickup cover, and then that's it. Like that, it's done for. But not that much. He uses it for a couple of songs like No Quarter, Eulogy, and Lateralis, and H. Those are the only ones that he's using it for. So let me. So for Eulogy is on the solo part. Lateralis is for the intro. And then No Quarter. That's the neck pickup. Let me see what you guys are saying. I learned them by ear sometimes, and sometimes I have to use tabs, and then seeing what Adam plays live. Yeah, he uses neck pickup for Laterella's intro. Live, he just uses the bridge with a clean, but in the album version, it's the neck pickup. I got into Tool, luckily, in 2017 or 16. I think it was 2017 though. I was a sophomore in high school, and my dad he would listen to them, but I wasn't really like familiar with the music. And then the first Tool song I ever heard was Eulogy, and I really liked how the bass would sound in Eulogy, like the intro bass of like Eulogy. I always loved because you would hear the and then Justin was doing some. Like I love that because that's like the first time I ever heard a bass guitar sound like that, and I got into them in high school sophomore year, and then I bought a bunch of like guitar pedals. Like first pedal I ever owned was the BF2 flanger, and then I bought a 535Q thinking it was the real deal. And then I got a DD3, and then I built my own little tiny board. I had one PSM5. And I did like my own replica Adam Jones board, and that's how I started getting into them. Because before it was Ace Frehley, for me. Wait, hold up. Let me see what you guys said. Yeah, basically same thing with me. Like at first it was Ace Frehley. So Ace Frehley was the first guitar guy that I was like, yo, like this guy, I want to play guitar, and so I got a Flying V when I was little. One of those like Gibson Maestro Flying Vs that have like one pickup and they're smaller. I had one of those. I still have it somewhere here in the closet. I saw it the other day while I was like moving stuff around. But yeah, my guy growing up was Ace Frehley. So. But yeah, Ace was my guy, and then I kind of stopped listening to Kiss a little bit because I got into other music. But Kiss growing up was like the number one band to me, and then it became the Beatles, and then I was going back and forth between the Beatles and Kiss, and then I got into Tool. But I listened to a lot of this basically because of my parents. I listened to bands like, I would listen to a lot of 80s music, a lot of 70s music, and then 90s music. So I listened to bands like Depeche Mode. I like Animotion. I love stuff like that. Duran Duran, Madonna, like all the like Genesis, Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel, and then I started getting into more like heavier rock, like Slipknot, Deftones, like all the new metal era of rock. And then I like other 70s groups like REO Speedwagon. I like Kiss, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. Thin Lizzy, and then in the like the '90s era, Tool to me is like the one, even though they were like late '90s, early 2000s, or like mid to late '90s. That's kind of like their peak. And then I grew up. I didn't grow up listening to Tool, but my dad kind of did, and then that's how I got into it. And I got into other bands like Stone Temple Pilots, not Deftones, Faith No More, Helmet, Failure, stuff like that. So that's basically thanks to my parents. I listen to all of this. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, and then there's that one picture of all of them with their like the face paint. Another band that that really kind of like influenced me. Well, not really influenced me because I don't write shit. I don't write my own music. Is Caifanes. They're a Mexican band, and thanks to them, that's kind of like the only old guitar I have. I have an old Ibanez. I don't know if you guys can probably see it right there. It's an old Ibanez Proline 1770 from 1987, and I modified it to make it just like how he has it. So I made the neck pickup mod because it was a HSS, so it had a humbucker, single coil, and single coil. This one right here has a humbucker single coil and a humbucker, and the neck pickup is an ESP pickup from one of my first guitars, and then the bridge pickup on that one is it's an original DDJ that used to be in my other Les Paul. And then the other two guitars that I have are Jackson Dinkies from like one is from the '90s and then one of them is like early 2000s. And I use those on standard tuning just because I haven't blocked off the Floyds. But yeah, Stone Temple Pilots is also another band that like the riffs sound really nice. They're called Caifanes, and then later they disbanded, and then they reformed a different band called Jaguares, which is what this tattoo is. And they have really nice guitar riffs too. They play stuff like that, and a lot of their songs are very simple to play. some of their solos are pretty badass. So yeah, that's I grew up listening to them as well, and I think the one guitarist though that it's like my overall favorite has to be Adam, and then that's how I got into like all their like riffs. And to me, the funny thing is that I don't really. All right, I didn't really start with Undertow. I started with Anima, and then Lateralis, and then I work my way up to right now Fear Inoculum and 10,000 Days and stuff like that. And then I go back to Undertow, and I don't mind it. It's not a bad album. I just don't like it as much as the rest of them. It's probably my least favorite Tool album, but it's not bad. It's just my least favorite because I do listen to a couple songs. Some of the riffs are really nice too. I think I know what my biggest beef with Undertow is I feel like all the songs sound the same in Undertow and in Opiate. I think the songs that stand out to me from that album are probably Bottom and yeah, just Bottom, and I do like Intolerance a lot. But I do feel like all the songs in Undertow and in Crawl Away sound, and then all the songs in Undertow and in Opiate sound the same, very similar, and it doesn't require a lot of like shit for his tone. I mean, maybe just the DD3 and that's about it, and then the EQ, but it's basically just the Marshall and then the dual rectifier, and that's it. Like you're good with that. You don't need the wah, you don't need flangers and choruses and 17 different delays on your board. Yeah, Prison Sex. I don't know how to play any of the other ones, like Parabola. I did know how to play it. I learned it with one of my best friends, but it's one of those songs that I didn't really play just because at the time that I was playing it, I only had the one Les Paul, the red one, and I didn't like changing the tuning all the time, so. But yeah, that's basically how I got into Adam. And then I managed to track down Relic, which is the guy, Jack Nicholson, huge shout out. And he made the board, and then we made adjustments. We were always like, because we were completely wrong, and like with how the board was supposed to go, and then the board was looking. We thought it looked perfectly fine because no phones were allowed, so we couldn't see pictures. But then we finally got it right. And then I saw some photos, and I'm like, yo, it's not right again. We were going back and forth until finally we made it like correct, and it's exactly the same. So it's pretty awesome, and yeah, like that's basically it. And then that's basically Jimmy for you guys if you still remember that part of the video. But I'm gonna do another one later tonight, talking more in depth about not so much the gear, the gear too, but like how I started learning in the songs, and then how I grew up listening to all types of music, and then how I use that to like kind of get better at playing the songs that I cover, because I don't really write my own music. I don't write anything. I did have like a couple of riffs that I was messing around with, but they all ended up sounding like Adam Jones, and they all had a BF2 flanger on them. So it was hilarious. But I'll make another video about that later tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll put a timestamp to where you can skip all this shit, or if you want to just listen to the tutorial, and then I'll put like the timestamps to where like you can like have the video end. Yeah, man, I'll talk more about that, and I'll do like a whole, again, like not a rig rundown, but similar to a rig rundown and how I use the effects and all of that. But thank you guys for watching again. Again, shout out to Jack Nicholson, Mikey, all you guys that tuned in to watch all this shit. And yeah, again, these live streams are never going to be deleted. They're always going to be up in the channel. And I don't know why, but when I post, if they post as private, I have to go back, edit it, and go make it public. So, but yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully it was helpful with the lesson, and then if it's not, you guys can comment down below like how Mike did with the tab, and I play this part different. This is how I play it, and I'll listen to it, and then I'll give it a try whenever I play it on my own time. So thanks again, you guys, and I'll see you guys later tonight.